Welcome to the roast of Indiana Massara. If she hasn't cried today, she's going to.
What's up, B-Words, and welcome to my birthday episode! It is the third year that I am having a birthday on the podcast, and I'm so excited. So this year for my birthday, I wanted the boys to not get me a present, but to roast me, and I only gave them an hour's notice. So here's to a roast.
Here's to making her cry. First up, we're going to have Jared, because he's a little nervous. And
I'm scared because I know I can't follow whatever you have.
Mine is not even good. He just wanted to go first because he's going to get his funnies out, and this should be fun. And it's all in good fun, Indiana. Okay?
I know.
Okay, it's all in good fun.
I feel like I need to say that to the people because I feel like they get super offended when you guys make jokes about me.
Well, you're the one that said you wanted us to go in,
Exactly.
Right?
You guys need to... if I'm laughing, it's all for funnies. Let's all just... This is what I wanted for my birthday. And it's not your birthday, it's mine.
Let's do the quickest roast ever. All right, Jared, you're up first.
Dude, my heart's racing. Fuck. Whew. I am nervous.
It's just so cool to sit on this side.
Are you ready?
Okay, let's see how you start.
The sweat shorts.
You didn't give us that much time. Anyway, all right, I'm nervous.
I can tell from the nervous jig in you.
It's okay. That's who you are.
That's who I am. You're right. That's who I am.
Let the nervousness shine.
Okay. I almost deleted the whole thing. All right. I'm going to read off my phone because I don't want to mess this up. You ready?
I'm ready.
You know, Indy, when I first met you almost 3 years ago at this point, you were a broken, emotional wreck of a human being.
Let her know.
Correct.
I've got to say, I'm impressed. Because in those 3 years, absolutely nothing has changed.
Yeah! Get her, Jared!
Hey!
Truly, it's amazing. Whatever is going on in that big old adult XL motocross helmet-sized head of yours is truly a psychological wonder of the world.
You do have a big head.
I do have a big head.
But that's one thing I admire about you, is that you know who you are and you hold strong to your values. Just like when you join in Zach making fun of me for liking Marvel and everything superhero, and then you come to me secretly at night wanting to watch all of the Spider-Man movies with me. So you stick to your guns.
Yes,
you
I
also
do.
stick to your guns when you promise us time after time that you're going to kick your caffeine and sugar addiction while you're double fisting a Coke can and Red Bull. Although, one thing you have really stuck to is holding on to that ridiculous made-up accent, or should I say accents of yours.
Oh my gosh.
Fake accent.
I swear, talking to you is like talking to three different people.
Yes.
I don't know whether I'm going to get the Queen of England, a Valley Girl from See Me, or Crocodile Dundee.
Yes.
And that's not even counting your multiple personalities.
Oh, go in! She's actually medicated for it!
Hey!
And speaking of multiple personalities, we can't forget how far you've come from psycho red hair Indy.
Hey, that was not psycho.
I mean, she gave Harley Quinn a run for her money for the Queen of Crazy.
Let her know!
You've come a long way from that. I'll give you props. But psycho red hair Indy, she did keep life exciting. You know, if you count getting punched in the face by your toxic ex-boyfriend as exciting. I don't know how many of you would count that as exciting, but
I wouldn't. I'm sorry you got punched, Jared.
Thank you, Zach.
Jared.
But after all this, there's an old saying that says, friends are the family that we choose. And every day, you make me ask myself, why the fuck did I choose your family?
Oh, that was really good.
And then I remember that every family is a little dysfunctional. It's just a given, right? It's just a given.
Right.
But not every family has had each other's backs through the roller coaster of ups and downs, has made the memories that we have, or has the love that the three of us in this room share.
Two of you guys, except for me.
Happy birthday, Indy. And now I'm going to pass the mic to somebody that's going to be a lot funnier than me.
No,
I hope
you
guys
did great! Go, Jared! Good job!
Oh, the ending was so sweet. Give me a hug.
Yeah, we're going to catch this hug on the wide, aren't we, Jared? Jared didn't want to move the camera for a wide shot.
Oh, that was really funny.
Zach, the mic is sweaty. I'm so sorry.
I do have a very big head. In case anyone didn't know, I was sparring the other day and I was wearing headgear for the first time. He had to make the XL boxer-sized headgear extend it. He had to extend it. That was really funny, Jared.
Thank you.
You did so good.
I can feel how red my face is right now.
You did so good.
Thank you. Was that good for an hour, like, notice?
Yeah. I almost looked like I was watching you, like, talk at my wedding. It was cute.
Oh.
Oh, he's got some paragraphs written on his phone.
Indiana, Indiana, Indiana. Welcome to hell, sweetheart.
Oh, no.
Did you hear they're making Indiana an honorary TikTok F-boy? Just by default, because she got so much of their DNA in her. She's practically one. Oh, and it's kind of funny that she got famous from a show called Chicken Girls because of how much she likes cock. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
The math is just there. Nurses, teachers, firemen, first responders, all people Indiana makes more money than for lip syncing and hitting the whoa on an app. If that's not a sign for Jesus to hurry up and come back, I'm not sure what is. No worries.
Holy shit.
So what does Indiana's podcasting and her driving have in common? She's terrible at both of them because she loves cutting people off. Did you know that Indiana gets pinched every St. Patrick's Day? And that's only because she refuses to wear green because people would confuse her for Luigi because of that Italian mustache she's always got on her top lip.
I shaved today.
I was wondering where you're going
So you
with
got to
that.
shave every hour, honestly, guys. And it breaks razors. So if you guys can find an Italian-proof razor, please let me know.
No holding back.
Oh, my God.
So if going back to your toxic ex was an Olympic sport, you would have more gold medals than Michael Phelps.
Yeah.
Well,
But she would be doing the chest stroke because she would not have a breaststroke. We should hire Dora the Explorer to get back your boobs from Swiper because he definitely stole them. Here's a list of things that have more curves than Indiana's chest. Pre-Aristotle's concept of Earth.
flat Earth.
The Great Plains of North America. A dead patient's hospital pulse. IHOP's Butterless Junior Stack Pancakes. And every sheet of paper ever produced. Seriously, like I said, we can play a pretty level game of chess on your chest. That's the reason she can never be a pirate, because there is no treasure on that chest. All right, guys.
Damn,
Thank
this
you so
is where
much.
I wish I had that, like, air horn sound effect. Brr, brr, brr.
No, but seriously, Indiana is one of the closest people I've ever been to in my entire life. She knows the ins and outs of me, the darkness and the happiness, and I don't know where I would be without her besides a better place. No, but seriously, the friendship that we all three have means the world to me, and I know when the world is a little overwhelming, I can just look to you, pop in a movie night, and kind of forget everything else. There's 1,000 more things I could say, but honestly, you don't deserve it. So, I love you.
Love you too.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And thank you for letting us roast you a little bit.
Oh, that was really funny.
That was good.
Cheers. What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 113 of Dropouts. Hope you liked that little start of the podcast. We just figured, hey, let's spice it up a little bit. And by spicing it up, we mean we got an hour's notice, and we had to read off our phones because we couldn't memorize it. But that's fine, you know? We had fun with it.
We did our best, and that's all you can ask for.
I think you guys did a great job. It was really funny. And your little sweetness at the end was cute.
Oh, you like that? Okay, another trip around the sun. How come we haven't been able to get rid of you yet?
That's really interesting.
You know what else is interesting? Intro music.
That's also interesting.
Called a segue, huh? God, I'm so good at this podcast
Have you
stuff.
guys ever been on a Segway?
Jared,
Yeah, of course.
don't ask important questions over the intro music, man. I mean, that is hard-hitting questions.
I want to bring something up. You said it was really hard to get rid of me. So I thought I would make it even harder by being your neighbor. Guess who got an apartment in the same building, baby?
Oh, fuck.
This girl! Not only is it in the same motherfucking building, but it's the one right up there!
Oh, no, Zach.
Hey, neighbors!
What is, why does God hate us?
Zach's fake crying.
I wish I was fake crying. I'd rather hear news that my mom got murdered brutally than what I just heard.
Head chopped off.
Hey.
You mean we're going to have to hear her thunder steps every day?
Yep.
Oh, we got to set some ground rules. You can't just be coming over.
I'll be coming over anyway.
Yeah, but at least
Yeah,
there's a
but
little
now
bit
it's
of
more
distance.
accessible, okay? You know, before
gonna
you had
be-
to kind of think about it.
We should dig a
You should
hole
put,
in our ceiling.
You should put like
ladder.
that. You should put that meme behind us where it's like, or like overlay like war. Like you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like back in Nam, you're just like,
War never changes.
Why does God hate us?
The end of the world occurred pretty much as we had predicted.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely terrible. So when did you want to move, Jared?
Like as soon as possible.
Oh,
Like,
and guess when I move
actually,
in.
guess who got a new place? Us.
And guess when I move in?
When?
3 weeks.
You move in 3
3
weeks.
weeks.
So I guess you can get that couch now.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Wow.
Besides me
It's
being,
going to be like real life friends. I mean, they lived across the hall from each other, but like,
but it's more like, work co-hosts. That would be the working title.
and it's just got all the dots in between. It's just a title that's like 13 inches long.
Can you believe that? Right up there.
I can't tell if I absolutely hate it or if I want to put a bullet in my head. It's one of the two, though.
Don't act like this wasn't your idea and that you didn't show me the listing.
Okay, first of all, it was not my idea. Jared actually is the one that told you there was a listing. I would have never.
No, I came down and I said that our landlord moved apartments.
Correct.
So the one above us was empty. And then,
That is telling me that there's a listing.
okay, well, I didn't think because you have a place right next door that you would be like, I'm going to move into the one that's right above you.
Yes, I am.
And the best thing about that is if this toxic friendship right here, if there's ever a big falling out, which there has been in the past, we can't escape each other.
Nope.
So
Friends for life.
We will be seeing each other.
And my lease was a full year and a half. So
Year and a half.
a year and a half.
We're stuck with this for 18 months.
No, we're on a month to month. We can go whenever.
Oh, wait, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can dip.
Yep.
We can dip in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we can have been 2 weeks. 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
We got 3 weeks. That'd be fun not to live near you because we found somewhere else. Hey, if anybody lives in the LA area and has absolutely any other form of shelter, please let us know.
We'll take
Isn't
we'll take a
daddy's-
minivan.
Isn't
Anything.
daddy's-
We'll take a Max van if we have to. Oh, this is what I want to bring up. Okay, so when you go into the analytics of our YouTube videos, we get where our viewers come from. And Jared, you're not going to believe this. So we had top 5 searches, or top 5 external websites. I'm not going to tell you number 1, but for this week, number 2 was Google. Number 3 was Hoobie. It's just a link. Number 4 was YouTube search. And then number 5 was Linktree.
Okay.
Can you guess? Give me a guess what the number 1 external website to drive traffic to our podcast was.
Would one of them was external search it? Like would that
It's
no, that's all external.
Yeah.
What like TikTok? Would it record that? Like because we've been posting more on there.
I'm about to blow your mind. Wikifeet.com.
Shut the fuck up.
Indiana had her shoes off in one of the episodes, and we had, listen, not 1%, 2% came in from external. 45% of our viewers came in
45%.
I have a screenshot of the analytics. Wikifeet.com. Some sick mother effers out there.
All 'cause
You're
she let the dogs out.
Please go to wikifeet.com and type in Indiana Massara. You want to get the dogs out so we can get more views this week? Mm-hmm. But who is updating this website? I mean, it's almost hour to hour updates if she's put her feet anywhere.
Wow, Indy, you have
Can you put it on the big screen?
yeah, you have 51 pictures on here. You have a 5-star rating.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's you with Andre Drummond. And
Like that was a
then-
recent episode of our podcast.
that was very recent. Which one of y'all fans is putting her feet on here?
Oh, wow.
Handsome eating her toes, mirror selfie, just really like that's barely any of the foot down there. Like it's cutting off the toes.
If it's 1% foot, it makes it on the website.
like that's just a big toe. Oh,
Oh,
there
this
it is.
this is the episode.
Wow. So you were wearing like open-toed. What are
Strappy heels.
strappy heels?
do you
Oh,
think?
and then you
Wow,
fully
they
took
even
it.
have like a photo of me taking them off.
Holy shit, they are thorough.
Oh, that's got to be
They've got every angle. First of all, our podcast looks great
Mm-hmm.
on wikifeet.
that's got to be a big thing is like taking off the shoe because it's like taking off the bra.
Yeah, it's like it's sensual, you know.
Why do you think people are so sexually attracted to your feet? Uh-oh, take them off.
Ooh, no, just a tease.
Oh,
Oh, just a tease, just a little heel.
Honestly, I was kind of thinking it
I
might
start a feet finder?
it might be funny for like a week to see how much money you can make with your feet.
That would be a great little experiment.
And then we can use like the feet money to go like on a trip or something.
We just go to Bora Bora because of her feet.
Like how do
Let's do
we
it.
start selling feet pics?
If anyone knows, let us know.
Do people sell just feet pics on like OnlyFans?
I think.
Yeah, we should start a Indiana OnlyFans feet pic.
Indie
But I don't
feet.
want to like post about it and people be like, oh, she started an OnlyFans.
No, you know what you can do? You have a Hoobie, right?
No.
You don't have a Hoobie link?
What?
Why?
Yeah, I know.
We'll do a Hoobie link for you, and they have a new feature where you can buy stuff like on your Hoobie page, and then we can have your feet pics.
I feel like it has to be on a site that there's already buyers, like a feet finder.
Yeah, but clearly someone that follows you is
but
like posting on.
they're getting free content right now. I feel like if we went to like a curated site, like a feet finder, it's gonna bring in just like walkthrough traffic.
What is Feet Finder? You keep
It's like
saying
the
that.
only look it up. It's like the
I don't
OnlyFans.
think I want that in my search history.
It's the OnlyFans, but for like feet stuff.
How do you know
just
about
start
this?
there. Yeah.
Well, I looked into it a little.
Okay.
After I heard about that 45%, I was like,
I just don't want to. I don't want to undercharge or overcharge. Like we want to go into the market.
what's a good price?
I
Are
don't
you guys
know.
gonna sell your feetsies?
Let me see.
Yeah,
what
go to
feet-
feetfinder.com.
God, now Spectrum knows or thinks that I'm into feet. Okay. Buy and sell feet content. Feet Finder is the safest, easiest, and most secure website for verified users to view, buy, and sell custom feet content. Over 1 million users uploading and buying content daily. That's too many people.
Whoa.
Hit sell feet pics. See
A
what we gotta do.
million?
Yeah, click sell feet pics.
To greatly increase the ability for sellers to make sales, we're now starting a subscription of $4.99 per month or $14.99 per year. That math doesn't add up. For all new sellers on our platform after their ID verified. Okay.
And then we get a percentage, right? Because we're helping take the feet pics. And you would have never known this if I didn't bring it to your attention.
Oh, God, I feel so gross right now.
What,
I-
want me to sit over there?
Well, we don't want to put her stuff on the screen.
Yeah, we'll just do this later.
Yeah, okay. We actually have to sign up for this because we have to. People get mad at us because we say we'll do something one episode
Oh, we're signing up for feet pics.
And then
no problem.
and then not doing it the next
Are
week.
you kidding? You see that girl on TikTok that bought her mom a brand new Mercedes because she was selling her feet pics without her knowing, and then she was like, "Here's a brand new Mercedes," and the mom was like, "How did you buy this?" And she goes, "I've been secretly selling your feet pics for months. Here's a brand new like 2022 Mercedes," and she was like,
She was selling her mom's feet pics.
"Huh?" She was selling her mom's feet pics and bought her a new car.
Because I feel like there's nothing, like it's not porn.
Yeah.
It's just feet.
Like you can just snap a pic just around the house. It's not like invading your privacy.
But why does it feel like more dirty? Because if someone was like, "Hey, send me a picture of your hands, I'll give you $50," I'm like, okay. But if someone's like, "Send me a picture of your feet, I'll give you $50,"
Well,
is it because they're
because-
more hidden?
Nah.
No, because like feet. I mean, maybe that's why people generally like they fetishize feet. But I feel like it just feels weird because we've been like overstimulated with the idea that people sexualize feet. Like if hand fetishes were as big of a thing in our culture as feet fetishes, we would think if someone wanted a picture of our hands, it would be weird.
But we can't go in with feet content that is subpar.
Oh no, we're gonna be
Like
going.
I want backdrops. I want to hire photographers. Like I want like
I
honey.
want to go to national parks and take it in beautiful scenery.
Oh,
okay.
gorge.
No, okay, what if we do like feet pics next to donuts that have the same topping?
Interesting. Oh wait,
What?
like we paint the toenails?
No,
and
no,
the
like
toe-
the top of the top of the foot could be toenails. Yeah,
Oh, we
toenails.
just put like some chocolate sauce, some whipped cream on.
Oh
my
no,
feet.
no, it's like pink sprinkled donuts next to and then maybe like pink sprinkled toenails.
Who's gonna pay for these pedicures?
The feet pics are.
At that point, it's a business expense and a write-off.
And a write off. All right, well, I'm gonna go get a pedicure tomorrow. You guys let me know what I should get.
All right, we got to buy a good camera.
I think
This
we-
is hilarious
we
that
got
you
good
two
cameras.
are gonna like curate my feet pics.
I think it's hilarious that you don't
Okay,
think it's
you
33,
guys get,
33,
like-
33 split.
That's hilarious. You guys can get 5% each,
5% for
Okay,
the
5, 10.
work that's gonna
10% each.
I feel like 20% each.
the
No
least
way. Then I'm losing 40%.
Yeah, 60-40. You would have
No.
never known about it if it wasn't for me.
50, 25, 25.
15% each, and that's as high as I go. Otherwise, I'll do it myself.
Deal.
Okay.
Okay.
I was waiting
Can
for
we
you.
shake on that? And it's on camera, so it's technically legally binding.
That is true.
You know that?
There we go.
You guys get 15% of
Our
my
new assistant doesn't know that we the only way we're paying her is because Indy's selling her
feet
pics.
pics.
That's fucking funny.
Oh, we got our new assistant. We have a new assistant.
We have, if you don't count us, employee number 1 of the Dropouts podcast.
That we do. We got our cute little welcome basket.
We got her.
I'm so jealous that I bought her those.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been wanting them so long, and I was like,
I get a call from Zach today because he came up with the idea. He's like,
should
"Oh,
I go
we
get
should
it
get."
and show 'em?
Yeah, he's like, "We should get her like a little gift basket for her first day because she's starting tomorrow, and we got her like a notebook and gift cards and blah blah blah." And Indy bought her like Apple headphones. I was like, oh, that's sweet, because I was just thinking that she just got like the white earbuds that like with the wires that you normally get.
Thought I got her some wire headphones, not even the AirPods.
Well, yeah, I just thought like it would be easier to like plug into the computer and whatnot. I don't know. And then I come home and it is the full like brand new like AirPod Maxes, like the overhead, like over ear ones.
And I mean, basically, what I was thinking was we want this to be a positive work environment. And if you were starting a new job and, you know, they got you a little gift basket, I feel like
We have
you'd want like where you're working, you know, you'd want to work hard and you'd feel like you're in a safe environment.
here's what we have in a gift basket.
This is also to compensate for the fact that we're going to be figuring this out together. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't essentially have a set plan of like, hey, here, do this at this hour.
So AirPod Maxes are hidden underneath. So then when she's like going through everything, and then we're like, "There's one more thing," and she's like, "What is it?" We're like, "Look." We saw on her Instagram that she likes Star Wars. She also had a Star Wars case. So we got our Baby Yoda and a lightsaber in case she ever wants to hit us with how annoying we're about to be.
there we go.
I got
your
her
department?
a journal that says, "Let's take this offline."
Cute.
And then we added a picture of Indiana's feet at the bottom.
Yeah. And then I got planner. I feel like she might need a planner. Cute
Definitely gonna
pins.
need that.
A bunch of gift cards to our favorite places because I'm assuming she's going to be coming out with us to like lunch and dinners if
Probably.
we're doing things. So Chili's, Cheesecake, Panera, and Uber Eats because those are like
Smart.
places we go to most, right? We got a trophy that says congrats on adulting, new job. She's being an adult. That's great. And a tumbler, water. Stay
Yeah, so
hydrated.
she gets to like look up different pictures of moody teens and stuff like that.
So annoying.
No feet pics anymore,
No
though.
feet pics anymore.
They got rid of that.
Okay, speaking of just, I want to bring up this TikTok. Jared, I sent it to you.
You texted it to me?
Yeah. No, people have to pay for that. Indy, put them away. Stop. The bunions you have on your toes are exceptional. I'm really mad that you're giving away good content right
this is
now.
no, I'm cutting. I'm just gonna blur.
Blur it.
Yeah, blur it all out.
Subscribe to her feet finder.
No, yeah, exactly. When you blur it,
Put subscribe to her feet finder.
Yeah, there we
and
go.
then put like, yep,
So should I have my feet for the rest of this episode?
Yeah, cover them up.
cover them up. Cover them up. This is a business. It's crazy. People think you're getting it for free.
There we go.
No free feet. Go to feetfinder/Indiana.
Well, we don't know what your
we'll
name is
figure it
yet,
out.
okay?
Okay, Zach, what is this? What is this TikTok?
Just let me know if this irks you or not.
Just going in blind. All right.
You know this pattern on your chin? It looks like that because the muscles on your chin look like... Yeah, freaky.
Oh,
That little fucking tentacle pattern just pulls on your skin, making it look like this.
Did you know that?
that's disgusting.
Did you know
hate
that?
Disgusting.
Yeah. I don't know if, I mean, this could not be true. I didn't do any medical research. I just watched one TikTok. But if it is
I think
true,
I've seen that before.
it's
Disgusting.
damaging mentally, right?
That's what my chin looks like.
What most humans' chins looks like. I mean, we did notice that when I did it, I didn't really have it, and that's just because I'm next
You
up in
have it
evolution.
very slightly.
Very slightly, just because my sea anemone of my chin wasn't as
See an enemy.
I used to be really good at flexing that muscle, and now I'm realizing I can't do it anymore. I used to do that all the time because
Well,
it felt weird.
life's going downhill for you.
We used
Yeah.
to like see which kind of raspberry you had as a kid. Like if you had a
What?
strawberry, a raspberry,
What does
or
that mean?
like the look of it.
Oh, I didn't realize. That's actually kind of interesting. It does kind of look like the surfaces of fruit.
You know what? There is nothing worse than
Running out of toilet paper.
no.
Oh my gosh, there's
There is nothing
war.
worse than war. There's nothing worse than being an adult at a table with other adults
Okay.
and you spill your drink with
Oh
ice
God.
all over the entire table.
It's so
I mean, you just and then everyone's just no, it's okay, and then your mind, you're like, I'm a small child.
I
I'm the
do it
tiniest
all
little
the
child.
time.
I'm just a finite little El Nino. I am
Niño.
El
tiny.
Niño.
But
How many
Isn't
times have you
nothing-
guys seen me do that? It's embarrassing how often I do it.
isn't it hilariously embarrassing? Because you're just like, come on. And then the people got to clear off the whole table.
Whole table.
Somebody's got to mop, and the whole time like you still try to have like normal banter, like, yeah, where are you going next Tuesday? And they're like, oh, just a little bit of ice right here. And you're like, yeah, sorry, that was me. And the entire time people are
All the napkins that you're trying to like mop up, everyone's like, oh.
Or if it like got on people, you have to like all pretend that you're not soaked,
On
and
your
that like
yeah.
it doesn't look like you just
oh no,
pissed your
it's gonna
pants.
dry. It's gonna dry. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm just people are just waving their hands.
Yeah,
the
it's- you want me to get it for you? Please stop blowing in my crotch. No, I can get. Ma'am, please.
You spend your entire time, like friendship, building that connection, climbing up the social like ladder with each other, and then you spill it. If you have years of work in this friendship, all gone. All gone. They automatically
3 years.
Yep. They think so much less of you.
Speaking of thinking
Guys,
of less
I've
of
done
people,
this so
Indiana's
many
got something to say.
Yeah, you're at the bottom of the food chain.
Oh.
So you know what's starting tonight though?
Game of Thrones.
There we go.
House of Dragon. Yeah! Yeah! I'm so excited. I'm so freaking pumped. I'm pumped.
Couldn't tell.
Yo, I'm so pumped. Since this was announced literally maybe even a year ago now it was announced or something. I have been so effing excited because I watched all of Game of Thrones and I honestly only had like 2 spoilers the entire time, but I'm really excited to be a part of the Game of Thrones like Twitter club and see how everyone reacts on Twitter after an episode.
Oh, you better have your notifications
I
muted
can't
right now.
I can't wait. Oh, what time is it?
It came out at 6, like
It
our
came
time.
out at 9.
Well, it's
At
9 Eastern.
9
time.
Eastern.
Oh, we gotta watch this the minute we're off because I want to check Twitter.
I put a poll.
They announced it in October of 2019.
That's how long it's been?
Yeah. That's why when I heard that it was like coming out this week, I was mind blown because I feel like it was announced forever ago. And the fact that it hadn't been out yet, I kind of forgot about it. And also just like thought they scrapped it. Like,
Wow. I
Like
can't-
that's how long it's been.
I've heard like rumors since like probably like 2020. That's when I started hearing like little talks about it happen. Even though it was announced, I didn't know that. Little talks about like they're making a new one. And then their trailer was released a while ago now when I first saw like the trailer after I was watching Game of Thrones. And now that I know it's finally coming out, I saw a billboard for it and it said August 21st. I was like, that is literally the best birthday present HBO could have given me.
HBO.
I hope it doesn't suck like the last 2 seasons.
Okay, listen. I put a poll on my story, and I put, what's better, Star Wars, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, or Marvel?
I feel like it's not a correct day to have done that poll because on a regular day I might have I'd always choose Game of Thrones.
Put it in order of those 4.
Game of Thrones, it's got to be number 1 for me. It is so good. Harry Potter, number 2 for sure. Star Wars. Oh, Harry Potter and Star Wars. I haven't been obsessed with Star Wars as long as I have Harry Potter, but I am really enjoying Star Wars. Star Wars number 3, Marvel's got to be number 4, just because I'm really liking Star Wars.
Jared, what is yours?
Well, duh.
I would agree with that list, except I would flip Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because like I don't get me wrong, I love Star Wars. I grew up on Star Wars. I used to fall asleep to the soundtrack of A New Hope, but like if you really
And that
go
took
back,
out all the hope for him ever losing his virginity.
but like if you go back and like rewatch the movies like critically, they're not like the best. They have like a great story, you know, and everything, but like phase 1 through 3 or 3 of like Marvel, where like it was the whole, you know, Infinity Saga, like the storylines and setup and everything for how they had everything planned out since 2008 is like
That is
an
super cool.
incredible like, you know, masterful understanding of cinema, even though it is in like
Star Wars had it
superheroes
planned
and
out
stuff.
since the 70s. But
What?
Star Wars had it planned out since the 70s. But,
No, it came out in the 70s.
well, I guess they've been at it longer. Actually, technically, Marvel was because back when they had the comic books, actually. Okay, guys. Guess where we're going? Italy. And that's potentially, but we do really want to go. Well, guess what? For all of your summer travels, whether you're going abroad or staying domestic and want to immerse yourself in the culture, now is the perfect time to start Babbel. Babbel is the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions. Thanks to Babbel's addictively fun and easy bite-sized language lessons, there's still time to learn a little language before you reach your destination. Me personally, I want to learn how to say pizza in Italian.
With Babbel, you only need 10 minutes to complete a lesson, so you can start having real-life conversations in a new language as little as 3 weeks. Other language learning apps use AI for their lesson plans, but Babbel lessons were created by over 150 language experts. Their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you improve your pronunciation and accent.
There are so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, video stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee.
Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. Right now, when you purchase a 3-month Babbel subscription, you'll get an additional 3 months for free. That's right. That is 6 months for the price of just 3. Just go to Babbel.com and use code Dropouts. That's BABBEL.com, code Dropouts.
Go learn a new language.
Bye. I think Marvel's.
Hey,
really-
do I get to put my list?
Oh, sure.
Star Wars #1.
Really?
That's nostalgia.
Can I guess?
Yeah,
your
you're
list?
going-
Every toy when I was little was Star Wars action figure based.
Okay, I respect that.
Every year, Halloween, can I be a Jedi?
Are you talking about like what's the best, like critically, or like just what you enjoy?
This is a personal thing.
You personal thing.
Oh, I thought we were talking critically.
No,
do
personal.
I think story wise, Game of Thrones is better than all of them? It mops the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was
100%.
basing it off.
But what means the most to me? It would definitely be Star Wars #1. I would probably go Harry Potter #2 just because of my childhood. Game of Thrones #3, then Marvel #4.
Okay, I would like to revise my list based off what's more important to me. I would go Marvel, Harry Potter, Star Wars, Game of Thrones.
That's why I was like, wow, Marvel's not #1 for you. That's
But I'm
wild.
pretty sure my poll is going to be Marvel #1, Star Wars
Definitely.
#2, Harry Potter #3, Game of Thrones #4. You want to check my poll on Instagram?
Wait, what did you say your list was? Star Wars.
Same thing, yeah.
I think I have the most attachment to like Harry Potter, but what do I enjoy more and like still have a very strong attachment to is Game of Thrones.
Do you think maybe that's because you've seen the Harry Potter movies so many times that it's like not? It still has that little bit of magic to it, you know.
I
but
think
it's-
Game of Thrones has the best character development, character
Yeah.
arcs, storylines,
For sure.
the payoffs.
The twists and
definitely.
turns and just like craziness that happens that is completely unexpected in Game of Thrones is just like unlike anything I've ever
I think that's why
seen.
it makes it the best. It's the most unexpected.
Okay, wait. What did you say you think your poll was?
I think it's Marvel #1, Star Wars #2, Harry Potter Harry Potter might be #2. I'm gonna go Star Wars #2 because it's been the most recent. Harry Potter #3, and then I'm gonna go Game of Thrones #4.
Marvel is #1 with 40%. Harry Potter is #2 with 28%.
Yeah, shit.
Star Wars, but it's close. Star Wars is 24%.
Okay.
And Game of Thrones is 8.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Speaking of like shows and HBO and whatnot, I started Westworld. Holy shit.
What's Westworld?
It's a show about this like amusement park or whatever, but they build like these very lifelike AI robots that are meant to like be almost indistinguishable from humans, and it's this Western themed like park where you can go, you can't die, and you can do whatever you want. Like you can kill anything, rob anything, fuck anything. You know, there's
'Cause it's all-
storylines.
Yeah, it's all robots that are
What's it called?
built with AI. Westworld.
Westworld.
It's on HBO.
Westworld.
I just started. Holy
Have you ever
shit.
seen?
That show's phenomenal.
Okay, we'll stop talking about shows after this. But have you ever seen Mr. Robot?
Yes.
That's a show, huh?
Ooh, I was watching
what?
that
Indiana.
religiously.
That's a show. We might have to start
Never
that.
even heard of that.
We might have to watch an episode after we watch Game of Thrones.
what was that on? Was that like TNT or A&E or something like that?
I've literally never even heard of that.
It's fantastic.
It's Rami Malek, right? And he's like, he plays this like programmer hacker dude that's like very dark web underground, like secret society kind of stuff. And he's plays this character so perfectly. Like he's very socially awkward. And it's like kind of haunting almost, you know, especially just like with his face. I mean, he's a very handsome dude, but just like the makeup, like they give him like really baggy eyes and whatever. I don't know how to describe it without like spoiling it. But it's a phenomenal like show.
I say we watch Game of Thrones and watch an episode of Mr. Robot.
I'm down for that.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Poor listeners, we're just like planning our hangouts. Like how is that's just the worst thing to listen to. Is like,
can't wait.
this is what the podcast is.
Can
They
we
just-
all give our pre-prediction scores on how good we think the first episode of House of Dragon will be?
We're gonna give decimals as well.
Yeah, of course. Amateur scores.
That's tough because they gotta come out swinging
They
on
have
this
to.
episode.
Are
What do you think?
Kidding? This has to be so good.
I've got
They
my
cannot
number. I've
fuck
got my
this
number.
up.
Okay, I've got my number.
Go.
I'm gonna go 8.2.
Ooh.
0.2 is pretty high.
I was gonna go 8.4.
Okay. Wow. I was gonna go 8.7.
Wow, that's pretty high.
I know. I have really high expectations, which is unfortunate.
Rightfully so.
Like rightfully so. Like after how good the first few seasons were of Game of Thrones, there's no way they can fuck this up. They can't fuck this up.
The thing is with this, that the early seasons of Game of Thrones, this has similarities with, is that it is based on a book that is written and finished.
Exactly.
So they have source material from George R.R. Martin that is accepted and done. And
versus the last few seasons, they were writing the book as they were writing the show.
no, at the last season, they were just doing the show and they just said, fuck it. George
so
R.R.
annoying.
Martin was like, I'm not going to finish this by the time you need to put it out. So just take it wherever you
I
want.
wish they would have just waited.
Yeah, I know, right?
Honestly, as annoying as it would have been, everyone would have been like, we get it.
But the show built such a cult following that they definitely.
Cult? Do we say cult? Are we talking about the Zach Justice cult?
up.
I recently bought artwork for my cult logo. I'm going to hang in my room.
Go get it.
Indy, will you grab it for me?
You can go get it. It's my birthday.
But yeah, I mean, it just had such a cult following that the fans of that show. I mean, there might have been a drop off, but also the fans would have waited and they would have much more appreciated that, and the fact that they the PR and marketing whatever of the big comeback of it, the grand reopening of or re-premiere of Game of Thrones would have been a smash hit in the community. All right,
Disappointing, but I've got really high expectations going into this, and I hope they are met and exceeded.
This is the logo for the Zach Justice cult.
You want to explain what it is? Because I didn't know what it was until you explained
I'm not explaining what it is. If you're in the Zach Justice cult, it's explained on the Instagram account.
That is the wildest thing I've ever seen.
Does it not look pretty sick?
I know it looks really cool, but when you think of it in terms of a cult, it's kind of scary.
It's a very positive cult. We're very.
I know you're a very positive cult, but
this is the only thing that I'll say about my cult. Because if you're not in it, you don't get to know. We're a community, first and foremost.
I mean, you talked about it last episode. You want to build a positive, informative, educational, supportive community.
Manipulative community. Supportive. Yep.
Yep. A little Freudian slip from Zach there.
Freudian.
Also, speaking of shows, I watched the first episode of Marvel's new show, She-Hulk.
Yeah? How was that to sit through?
Honestly, pleasantly surprised.
Really?
I think it's
I've
because
heard that it's not good.
I heard the CGI isn't good.
No. The CGI on the trailers and stuff weren't good because YouTube was compressing the hell out of them. And so it just it took away all of the detail and it just made her look like green Play-Doh.
It made it. I
whatever.
was like, CGI is terrible.
But if you watched it on Disney Plus or something where there wasn't that compression, it looked good. And then when you watch it in the actual show, it actually looks really good. Especially, I mean, they already have the model and whatever for Bruce Banner's Hulk, but it actually looked really, really good. I was pleasantly surprised. But I don't know who the lead actress is. I don't know any of the other stuff that she's been in, but she's really funny. The show actually got some genuine laughs out of me, rather than more than just the blowing out of the nose,
More like a
yeah, I actually genuinely I was like, that's funny, and they're going a little more it's still kid friendly, but they're also throwing in more adult euphemisms and jokes in there and stuff.
No, this is actually what I really want to talk about. Jared, pull this TikTok up. We're going to watch it and then we're going to debate.
A sexual question. I was just working the Harry Styles concert, second night in a row. I've worked a few concerts like this where the females are absolutely hysterical. It's mass hysteria. They are screaming, and it's when you hear those stories about people going to see the Beatles and they couldn't hear a fucking thing because the girls were screaming so loud. There's this guy I'm working with, and I say to him, is there a male equivalent of this that isn't sports related? Okay, guys go nuts when something crazy happens in sports. Okay, we all know that. Then what is the difference between us? Why do girls go crazy for a male singer? And this has been going on for years. It's the Beatles, fucking hair metal bands, the Backstreet Boys, One Direction. And men have never done that over performers. They've done it over a display of skill. in the same sex as them. How come they aren't hysterical over female singers? Why are we like this? Really like to know the psychology behind that, because like, why are we like desperately screaming at a guy that's never gonna fuck us, and men are desperately screaming at athletes that like make a fucking cool pass, or like, what is that? Think about this, and by the end of this video, I'm gonna come up with a hypothesis. Hypothesis 1, and this one's kind of dark. We get excited by the things that make us feel the most empowered in our own gender. Men get pumped when they see men acting like men. Women get excited and feel like a woman when they're swooning over a man. And a man feels like a man when he's cheering on another man do something sick. Okay, that's theory 1. Their theory is that girls get more excited by the performative aspect of men because we're all about the journey instead of the destination. We get joy from watching a guy look hot and like fantasize about that, whereas men, I guess, maybe just want to fuck, and if they know they can't fuck, they're not screaming in glee over someone. I don't know. Please let me know if you have any theories on this. I for one will be up tonight thinking about it.
Interesting, huh?
Interesting.
It like
So
arises so many questions in my mind.
why do girls? Because have you ever been to a concert like that where it's a leading man of like a Harry Styles or something along those lines? I mean, girls
They're
are
wild. Like they're
Elvis.
absolutely wild.
Like girls are losing their minds. They're slipping off their seats for this guy. And it's all for one guy that, I mean, they have to rationally know they'll not be entered by.
I think that some of them don't. Like there's a percentage of those people in that crowd that genuinely thinks that they have a chance.
Like, okay, when you were going to a One Direction concert as a little girl, what was your mindset?
I think my mindset was like I definitely like wasn't in the place of like, oh my God, like I really want to like
Kiss him, whatever.
I definitely think I wanted to like kiss him. I definitely was like, oh my God.
But you thought there was a chance?
I don't think I thought there was a chance, no, but I definitely wanted to,
But the
for sure.
fantasy of like that
I also
happening.
think like I loved their music. It's a hot boy band. I'm a teenage girl. Like
Yeah, I that's what we're saying. But there's hot like girl artists, but
like you're not going to a Dua Lipa concert and seeing the guys just go, ah, you know, like,
like, yeah, I want to touch your titties.
Yeah, no, you're right. I
I'm just
don't know.
wondering
I've
why
never
that
like
is.
I can't really say too much because I've never really been like a fan, like a fandom girl. Like I've never really been like an intense fangirl of something like heavily. But I don't know. Like I definitely scream at concerts, like at Harry Styles, Dua Lipa, One Direction. Like I was like, oh my God. I think it's also like the funness.
Yeah,
the
but
funness.
we're not talking about that.
No, but I'm just saying. I think it's like it's also a lot of girls are like losing their ever loving shit as well because everyone else is also losing their ever loving shit, and you just want to be part of like the excitement and everything. But yeah, I don't know.
But no, I
because
mean, it's
I've
like-
always rationalized in my mind. Okay, I'm never gonna like
No, I know we know that. What we want to know, like, why do you think other girls do it?
an escape, maybe. No
Because
idea.
then there's like the huge, like with Justin Bieber, like girls had posters on them, like I'm gonna marry this guy, and like they had this full, like why don't I have pictures of Ariana Grande, like I'm gonna marry, this is the, like why don't I buy
maybe it's
cardboard
because
cutouts?
culturally it's like it's viewed as less weird if a girl like swoons over a guy rather than like a guy being obsessed with a girl.
I mean, I'd say the majority of guys, like we're not like swooning over these like female artists in the same way as like the fandom isn't as big. But like football, I mean, we're gonna wear another guy's name on the back of on our back, and like
I think it's just interest and like priorities and just like the things that you guys like. Like that is what you lose your ever loving shit over. Is
No,
football.
we got that part.
But no,
we're wondering why.
I'm saying it's because like this is I don't know how to phrase this right. It's because culturally, like outward like male like sexual intentions or like sexual behavior
Towards a woman
is viewed as weird.
True.
Right? Because like if a guy took off his underwear at a Dua Lipa concert and threw it on stage or
like-
whatever, like the equivalent of a
you're
girl
getting
throwing
arrested.
her, like you're getting taken out of that concert.
Yeah, double
Where-
standards.
I think that.
But the thing is, like with guys, I think it just comes down to like a primal thing, right? Where like the same reason that the Romans had gladiators, it's because I don't know.
Well, I think I saw a comment where someone said girls, like this is a generalization, but they over history they've romanticized things. So they romanticize that situation where guys are all about conquest. So it's like
Interesting,
you're
yeah.
conquering and you're winning and you're
So it's
beating
going
the other.
back to like the primal thing.
Yeah, I didn't know what did you think about that?
I think
definitely
that you made a
there's-
really good point with how if I like walk past my friend and I'm like, damn, Mads, you got a fat ass. But then if like you were to do that to me, you'd be like, damn, Andy, you got a fat ass. I'd be like, fuck Jared. Like that's
Yeah,
weird.
exactly. Like
It's a double standard.
Yeah, but I feel like if you would have
It's
like,
like society's like-
if you went up to him and were like, Jared, you have such a big bulge, like, you know what I mean? Like that's just as weird.
Well, actually, so this is kind of related. Wow, what's his name? I can't remember how to pronounce his last name, but Jack Innen, whatever. The funny guy, Canadian kid on TikTok.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Put up a video where he was talking about, he's like, why do girls feel like it's okay to DM me like very explicit sexual advances? Especially if they're in a relationship, like, cause he was talking, he's like, one girl DM'd him. She's like, I want to fuck you. I want to like suck you off, blah, blah, blah. Like very explicit. And,
I get those too.
and then he goes onto her Instagram, is like, what is this girl talking about? And sees that she like currently has a boyfriend. And he's like, is that not like a form of cheating? Like, because what if I did respond and was like, yeah, let's meet up, like, and then that all happens. Like, is that not cheating? So it kind of like back to that. It's like primal in a sense, men love conquest. And
maybe they also think that like they'll never have a chance anyway, so they might as well just like do something risky.
and fantasize.
But I feel
Yeah.
like at the same time, if you caught your girlfriend like DMing a famous guy and was like, "Oh my gosh, I want you to rail me," would you be mad?
I don't know if mad's the word, but I would be like, what the fuck? Why are you saying this?
And then Indy, if you caught like your guy DMing a famous person like Beyonce, like, "I want you to be railed by me," would you be mad?
Yeah, I think I would.
Because in my head, when I saw Jack's video, in my head, I completely agreed, right? Because the thing is, all these celebrities, they are people.
They're just normal people.
They're
like at the end
normal
of the day,
people with
they are.
cool jobs. So the off chance that they could respond and like have like that encounter with your significant other, it's very slim, but it could happen. Like that is a possibility.
I would say I don't think the girls have that in their mind when they send that though. I do
Exactly.
Think,
I think
do
maybe
they're
the
like-
guys do, but the girls don't.
I wouldn't even say the guys. I don't think guys. Well, guys do it, but I think there's creepiness on both. I think it's creepy when a guy does it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Culturally,
But when a girl's like, I've gotten a lot of DMs where girls are like, "Choke me. I want you to absolutely rail me and make me not breathe." Like I've gotten some heinous stuff, and I kind of just brush it off. But if I was a girl and I got like a DM
when
from
I
a
see
guy, like,
them.
"I want to bend you over," I'd be like, "Ooh."
Yeah, when I see them, I'm like,
even like when we get comments,
like I
on,
see
on
them.
the videos,
By the way, like I see them. So it's like the same thing as like if your significant other is DMing somebody with like a presence, like they could definitely be seeing that. And if they're in that frame of mind and they want to respond, yeah, so you're right. Like I would be mad.
It does feel like, again, we're generalizing, but girls, they get deeper into fandoms than guys. Do you think that's
Yeah.
an
I
accurate
think
statement?
it's just fandoms in different regards. Like she was talking about with sports, like people
That
have
technically is a
fantasy football
Yeah.
leagues where they're actively following these people and following
Like
their
how
stats.
intense
and
are you into basketball?
No,
You
that's
watch,
what I'm
like,
saying. I think
Exactly.
every
Like,
game
you-
you create brackets. You're just like you're keeping up with
you
the
know
players.
about these people's personal lives and stuff like
No,
that.
that's why I'm wondering like why I'm so invested
Maybe it's
with
like
with
different
this
things.
competition instead of
Of like an artist.
yeah.
You could ask the same thing in like I don't know. It's just like what people like. Like there are girls.
No, I know
that,
it's what I know. We're trying to like break down like why men are like this.
I mean, there are girls that like sports too. That are
No,
very
I know, but
intensely into
we're
sport.
generalizing right now. Like,
yeah, this
I
is
know.
all.
I'm just
yeah.
saying.
Like there's also
there's-
guys that will throw their underwear at Dua Lipa, but you know, it's
Yeah,
not,
exactly. There's a way to explain because I really agree with the like instinctive kind of responses like to conquest and like the performative stuff and whatnot. There's a way to explain it that's like in my head, but I can't vocalize through words. Where like maybe has to do with like coming down to the fact that well, kind of like what she said, where she's like, you know, in a guy's mind, they, you know, they know that Ariana Grande is not going to give them the time of day, so they move on, right? And then there's no sexual advance towards like, watching LeBron play basketball and like get a slam dunk or whatever.
That is interesting. There's not a sexual correlation between the guys' fandom, but I feel like there might be a sexual correlation.
You know what I think it is? Because I do the same. Like, I actually think it's like a fantasy thing, and women just like to live in maybe more of a fantasy. Because when I'm reading like my books, I'm like in my head thinking like that main character is like me, and I like place people as the other characters as I'm reading these books, being like,
I do that too, though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like more in like fantasy books and like romance books or like anything like that. Like when I'm reading them, I'm like, I am this person, and like this is what I'm doing. Like I don't know, I get so involved in a fantasy, and I think it's the same. Like some people just prefer artists in that way, and like they get so involved in that fantasy that.
No,
like,
we're kind of wondering why there's.
I have no idea.
I'm saying like the fandom sometimes comes from the romanticizing of that situation and like feelings of, it could be love or lust or whatever it is. Where guys, it's more of.
I mean,
like testosterone and.
I mean, maybe just like generalizing and stereotypically speaking, women are a little bit more emotional.
All right, wrapped it up. Women
I
are
also
emotional.
think-
Thanks, Indy. What if that was just it? It's just like, yep.
I also think we're thinking about it in the context of sexual because she was talking about Harry Styles specifically, right? So she's talking about like a guy and whatnot. But we also got to think about people that are in like the Taylor Swift fandom. I don't think that's necessarily like sexual.
That is
but
true.
people go
Like for me, for
absolutely
ABBA,
batshit.
like if I met ABBA or Queen or the Beatles or anything, it's not a sexual thing, but I think I'd still go absolutely batshit for them. That's a great question you arise.
Do you think it's because traditionally sports, has been like a male dominated thing, whereas
Music.
whereas like artistry and stuff like that, stuff that's not as like physically demanding. I know this is generalizing,
Like more
whatever.
masculine and feminine things.
But, yeah, but like they're
I do feel like men a lot of times like to be pack animals, where
Okay.
like we enjoy liking the same things and hanging out. I feel like we're, stereotypically, I think our dynamic can sometimes be more positive socially. Like we're easier to be friends with each other, and it's less
I
catty.
think that's true. No, I think that's like too stereotypical and stupid. Like,
Well, according to this article in the Washington Post, says both Janning and Simmons, these people that have like done studies and whatnot, agree that concert screaming ultimately provides girls a chance to express their individuality while reinforcing their place in the larger group. It can also be a place for competition.
So they're all competing.
They're all competing for maybe the chance.
But I feel like guys, it's something.
he's gonna notice them or something.
Do you feel like it's guys we're like bonding over this one thing?
Yeah,
It's like this is our thing, but we also hate them because that's their thing.
Yeah.
and it's I think it's just simply that clash of like back to in the day, like who was the top dog, who had the biggest, not wiener, who had the biggest club to like beat the other one with, like who was
Yeah.
the top lion, and then we're kind of associating ourselves with these different teams, and that way we're getting out our competitive nature to feel like we're the top dog through someone else because we can't, I guess, fight anymore.
Whereas don't get me wrong, I think certain fandoms and concerts and fandoms and stuff like that, they all, for each artist, they have different cultures, right? Like if you go to a Suicide Boys culture where they're going to fucking mosh pit and throw punches at each other, it's going to be way different than a Taylor Swift thing. But I feel like generally concerts kind of have like a free-for-all mentality where it's like, I'm only thinking about myself because I want to get as close to the artist. I want to get as close to the performance. I want to sing louder. I want to get their attention kind of thing.
I don't know if we'll ever know. Leave in the comments below. Just know everything we said is just speculation, and we're kind of just we're talking through it. We didn't mean to offend anyone. If we did, we're just talking words.
Oh, I want to talk about something fun.
Okay.
I was officially announced as the Zila athlete, which is
That
really
is
cool.
exciting.
I've been really loving it. I've been going to Ilya's gym almost every day, working out. And I've been doing boxing. I got punched in the face. That was crazy.
Yeah. How does that feel?
It was a little bit intense. I've been punched in the face before, but it's been a couple years.
So lucky these guys are here.
Zach just joined,
I can't.
So I was wearing headgear and everything, and we were sparring, and like I think I got a little too confident because I was going like faster and harder, and then I just slipped up and it went boom, and I was like, whoa.
You let your guard down.
Oh, I did. I like let my hand drop a little too low, and it should have been here. And I was like, whoa. He was like, are you okay? I was like, I'm fine. Let's keep going. I need to know how to like get back on things like this. And honestly, I think boxing has really helped calm my anxiety a lot, because a lot of my anxiety comes from like fear of like not being able to protect myself, and like a fear of like being hurt or harmed by somebody else. So he was teaching me like different self-defense like techniques and what to do if I get into a fight, or like just to like help build up that like confidence of what would happen. Because I told him, I was like, if I ever got into a situation where I would need to like use things like this, do you think I would like click in and be able to do it? He was like, have you ever like hit somebody in the face before? And I was like, no. I mean, like I've been in like little shoves and whatever, but I've never like actually been in like a throwing punch or whatever. And so when we started sparring, I like wasn't going for his face. I was only going for his like body and hands. And he was like, punch me in the face. Go for my face. And I was like, I can't. He
Sounds
goes,
like a kink, but keep going.
he was like, I swear. He was like, you're not going to hurt me. I've been in the ring with people triple the size of me. Like, you're good. Like, you're not going to hurt me. So like I was really going for his like face and everything. That was really cool.
That's like a movie moment, like a David and Goliath moment where she just throws a right hook and knocks him out.
Boom. And so I did that, and then I got back into tennis this morning, which was really hard, but really, really fun. We took Handsome there. He was like just honestly pretty chill. Like I thought he was going to be losing his ever-loving mind over these balls, but he was having a great time. And he served a ball to me, and it went boom and hit me right in the face. And I was like,
dude,
what's going on with me?
these guys are so lucky, man.
Shut up.
Like, if anything I could do to make it look like an accident and then cause you physical harm, I absolutely would.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for staying until the end. Happy birthday, Indiana Massara.
Happy birthday.
Happy Jared to be here. And if you stay to the end, make sure to DM me. You get a free pass on any risque sexual advances that you want. I don't know if that's something we're talking about. That'd be funny. And make sure to subscribe. Hit them with something else.
Thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of Dropouts. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I love you all so, so much. Here's to 20, I guess.
Mine sounded creepy. Did it come off as a joke?
It didn't. It come off as a joke. I'm Indiana. That's Zach Justice. That's Sharebird Music. Make sure you go follow our Instagram at DropoutsPod. And we'll see you guys next week for another episode of Dropouts. Toodaloo! It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Oh, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Yeah, yeah. It's my birthday.